Hello friends, let's talk about the lesson 6 of vocabulary words. So in every lesson I am going to discuss 10 vocabulary words and its usage so that you can improve your writing and speaking whatever the exam you are going to take, whether it is IELTS, CELPIP or PTE. So let's talk about the first word of today. So the first word we have, that is inception. Inception means beginning or starting point. So wherever you want to use beginning, from the beginning, since it's very beginning, whatever, right? So instead of beginning, you can easily replace this word beginning and write inception. So it is an absolute synonym of it. For example, he had been director of the project since its inception. So since its beginning, the time the project started, from that time he has been the director. Okay, so whenever you say from the beginning, from the inception. Another example that I have taken to make this word clear to you is, the club has grown rapidly. Rapidly means fast, very fast, since its inception in 1990. So the club was inaugurated in 1990, and from that time particularly it keep on growing rapidly, means by leaps and bounds. Okay, so beginning, whenever you want to write beginning, you should always have that quick, that no, it's not beginning, it's inception, right? So the second word we have, the second is obsolete. Obsolete is something which is outdated, which is out-fashioned, or which is no longer in use. So something which you see is no longer in use now, it's out-fashioned, people don't use it quite often, that is obsolete. So generally we talk about like typewriters. So typewriters are obsolete because you don't see it quite often now. Another example we have taken here is technological advances. Advances means improvement, whatever the changes that are being made in the field of technology. Technological advances can render some jobs and even whole industries obsolete. So because of technological advances, people are becoming jobless, and at the same time there are many industries, so the entire industries have become obsolete. So industries have become obsolete means industries have become no longer in use, industries have become outdated. There are no people who are interested to go into these industries in fact. Okay, so third we have is precision. Precise is accurate, precision is accuracy. So when you talk about exactness or accuracy, if there is any work which is going accordingly, which is going without any errors, so no errors, no shortcomings, nothing, it's perfect. Perfect means precision. Okay, with accuracy, so that is a noun here. His books are a pleasure to read. So his books are quite happy to be read, means why? Because he writes with such clarity and precision. So he writes with clarity and precision. Precision means he writes with accuracy. So whenever you want to say accuracy, no, it's not accuracy, it's precision. And whatever the words that I am going to discuss with you, these are the absolute synonyms. Means you can keep it in your mind like accuracy, precision, accuracy, precision, accuracy, precision. So whenever you are supposed to write or speak accuracy, your mind will automatically tell you another word. No, it's precision. Okay, so this is how you start replacing the vocabulary words. Fourth we have, that is condemn. Condemn is criticize. Criticize means when you are saying something bad about others, when you say that what other people are doing, whatever the actions we are talking about, if you disagree those opinions, if you disagree some particular task, so disagree and at the same time speaking against. So talking against about that particular is called criticize. Criticize or condemn. For example, the government condemns all acts of terrorism. So terrorism, whatever the terroristic activities are, so all these terrorist activities are not appreciated by anyone, neither government nor common man. Okay, so the government condemns all acts of terrorism. Correct? So I hope these words are clear. So now let's have a look towards other words. Okay, so the next word we have, that is ecstatic. Ecstatic means very happy. So whenever you are very happy, don't say I'm very happy. say I'm ecstatic, I'm elated, I'm feeling over the moon, I'm on the seventh heaven. Okay, so these are the words that you can use instead of very happy. Instead of very, in fact, you have extremely. So ecstatic is extremely happy, elated, over the moon, on the seventh heaven. So these are the advanced vocabulary words that you can very well use instead of happy, which is a very common word. He was ecstatic at the news of his daughter's birth. So when he heard the news of his daughter's birth, he was very happy. He was extremely happy. He felt over the moon. He was on the seventh heaven, on cloud 9. So that would be the same case. So let's say that you have got your IELTS results and you check that you scored band 7 or band 8 in IELTS. So at that time you would be ecstatic. You would be over the moon. Right. So the next we have is exaggerated. Exaggerated is excessively or inappropriately overstated. Overstated means whatever you are asking, whatever you are speaking, that is more than required, that is more than the reality. Okay. So when you are doing something which is in excess amount, which is more than the actual level, this is exaggerated. For example, he exaggerated his movements so we could see them more clearly. So whatever the movement he was having, he just exaggerated it. Another example we have, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating means what I am just talking about. I am talking about the reality. I'm not talking about something which is beyond the reality. And what I am talking about, I am not exaggerating. It was the worst meal ever, worst meal I have ever taken in my life. So whatever I have taken, the meal was the worst, was awful. Okay, so that was exaggerated. So I'm not exaggerating means I'm literally talking about what I felt. Okay, so the next word we have, that is apprehension. Apprehension is a very beautiful word and its meaning is anxiety or fear that something bad will happen. So whenever you have your sixth sense, whenever you have your like intuitions guiding you, something bad might gonna happen, something like fearful might gonna happen. So whatever that fear, whatever the anxiety you feel at that time, that is apprehension, and you become apprehensive. Let's say you are really preparing for moving abroad, but as soon as you have your flight in front of you, so you might be a little afraid of getting into the flight and flying to a different country. So at that time you will be having apprehensions. You will be a little worried. You will be a little like full of anxiety. Okay, so that's apprehension, when you are scared of something. So he felt a wave of apprehension as the door opened. So as the door opened, he might be accepting something bad in front of him. That is why he felt apprehension. Okay, so it might be you are apprehensive whenever you are going to take your result. You are apprehensive whenever you are expecting a result for your interview. So something apprehension or apprehensive. Another word we have, that is multifarious. So whenever you say many, so don't say many, you can always say multifarious. So multifarious is numerous and having great variety. So something more in number, and you have like the multiple copies, different kinds of different varieties of something, is multifarious. Right. Example of it is museums are known for their multifarious art collections. So multifarious, so many different kind of. So in museums there are different art collections, and that too they are of different qualities, different types. So multifarious is, don't say many, don't say so many or something else like a lot of or something. So you would say multifarious. Another word we have for today, that is proliferate. So proliferate is spread rapidly or increase in number. So as you say increase in number, let's say when we talk about COVID-19, so that virus, what the virus generally do, it keeps on multiplying in number. So increase in number rapidly is proliferating or proliferation. That is what the COVID is doing everywhere. Okay, so that is proliferate, spread rapidly. Rapidly means fast. So as an example, as cell phones become more and more multifunctional, So mobile phones, they have become multifunctional. We get so many applications, so many functions into it. Their use continues to proliferate. Proliferate means growing, increasing, and you see them just about everywhere you go. So whenever you go, you see cell phones around. Why? Because their usage, their applications are proliferating. So proliferating, whenever you want to say increasing in number, growing in number, that is proliferate. Okay. Next we have is bewildered. Bewildered means confused or puzzled. So when you get confused, it might be a confused look, it might be a confused expression, confused appearance. So if anything is confused, that is bewildered. For example, Jason was bewildered. So Jason was confused by the strange noises coming from his neighbor's house. So he was overhearing some strange noises. So he was a little puzzled that what is happening around. Okay. Another example, he gave me another bewildered look. Bewildered means confused. Okay. Might be he wasn't sure why I was there. So he wanted to ask something and that confusion was reflected on his face. So bewildered is confused. Okay. So I hope you like these vocabulary words. You can stay tuned with me. You can learn new words on the daily basis because I am dedicated, I am determined to teach you vocabulary to improve your English proficiency level so that you can score 7, 8 or 9 band. If you like this video, don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe the channel so that you can get notifications of these videos as soon as I'm gonna upload it. Okay, all the best.